everybody, it's Charlotte with Charlotte Plans, and I am here to give you my 2021 budget. And this is where I'm planning to do my sinking funds, my emergency fund, my medical expenses, and in my monthly budget, how I figure out how I'm going to budget for electric, natural gas, and water, the three variable bills that I have every single month. So if you are interested in this, please join me. And the kit I am using is from Sarah Marie Stickers, and it is her 2021 sinking fund, 2021 emergency fund, and 2021 medical expenses. Let's go ahead and get started on the budget. I've added pages in for the 2021 budget, and I've gone ahead and added it in right before January. So it's right before the January monthly spread. Behind the monthly view is usually where I start putting in my monthly budget sheets, and I have yet to add in the sheets for all the sheets that I need for January. I'll do that later when I do my January budget. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm not using this page right here because it is part of December. I'm going to start over here on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these sheets of paper out of the binder because the rings do get in the way. Yet another reason why I chose the binder is so that way I can pull the pages out and work with them. So over here, I have my little notes of what I plan on doing for 2021. Not much has changed except for a couple of them, and I'll point those out. So I didn't get any extra washi or anything this year for the 2021. Now for Amazon, that is a yearly subscription that I have, and I found that it was cheaper for me to do a yearly subscription compared to a monthly subscription. So that's what I do. I just basically put away a little bit to pay for the yearly subscription. I know for some people, $132 or $120 something is not a lot of money to fork over in a month. But when you're living paycheck to paycheck, that's a huge hit if you haven't been saving the money all along. $11, like in my case, all I have to put away is $11, is really not that much every single month. So that's kind of what I've done. Audible is the same way. I have a yearly subscription, is also $11 every single month. Car inspection and registration, I actually have that funded as much as possible. I don't have to actually get my car inspected or the registrations renewed until 2022 because it is a brand new car. So I am not putting in anything in that one for the year. Car insurance, I pay that every single 6 months, so twice a year. So I basically take my last bill that I received from my insurance company and divide by 6, and that's how I get my average that I put away every single month. And really and truly, my first sinking fund that I ever created was a savings account, and it was for car insurance specifically because I ran into that problem where it's like, oh yeah, I'll do it every 6 months, and then when it was time to do the car insurance, I had not saved anything, and I completely had no money. I had to pay a little bit right when it was due, and then a couple weeks later, I had to pay the remaining portion of that. So for me, I just do $104 every single month. I do have to have full insurance on my car because it is a brand new car and it is being financed. And so I have a loan on it basically. So $104. Car maintenance, it is a new car, but I do have to get oil changes and, tires and things like that eventually. So car maintenance, I put $70 in, and that also will be a help if I should need to buy another car. It's also, the car maintenance is also like a car fund to where new car fund or something like that. Clothing, this is something that I've started this year, late this year, but that way I'm not going crazy. So it's $25 every single month for clothing. Gifts, and this is for Christmas, birthdays, baby showers, anniversary presents, all that type of stuff. So $50 every single month. And if I have left over at the end of the year out of gifts, after I've purchased all my gifts and Christmas gifts and everything, if there's anything remaining, I do give it the remaining to a charity. Household, this is for everything that could possibly be for the house. So furnace filters, air filters, whatever you want to call them, decorations, actual maintenance to the house, things like that. So $100 every single month. Medical, I do 25. Summer bills, I'm not expecting to put anything in there because I will explain this fund later when I go through that process of figuring out my monthly electric, natural gas, and water budgeted amounts. Taxes, this is for me to use the people that file my yearly taxes. So $20 every single month. Trash, my trash is every 3 months. So I do a quarterly payment to my trash company, and that is now $27. Vacation, I would like to put $100 into vacation to start funding my vacation again because I had to deplete that this year to pay for all the cats to be spayed and neutered and whatnot. My vet is for all the cats, the vet bills, any miscellaneous things, but it's mainly for vet bills. So with 5 of them, let's see, 4 inside, 1 outside, it is, I do $25. I may have to bump that up. I'm not quite sure. Basically doing $25 per cat. So total monthly, $125. And Vicky is another subscription service. I do a yearly one. It is so I can watch my Korean TV shows, and that is $11 every single month. And total, that is $679. Annual amount, $132. $132. This one is fully funded, so I'm going to put a note. At $240.95. And in 2022, when I actually have to do car inspection and registration and see how much it's going to be, if there's anything extra, I'll then put it into car maintenance. So that way I can just start over fresh with the 2022 budget sinking funds. Okay, car insurance for the year is $1,248. Car maintenance would be $840. Clothing is $300. And I have to bring down my notes because I keep missing lines. Okay, gifts, $600. And since for Christmas, it's my mom and my 2 sisters, I never spend $600 total for Christmas. If anything, I do $50, maybe $75 for Christmas presents. So it's all the extras for birthday presents and whatnot. Okay, household, $1,200. Medical, $300. Summer bills, this I'm going to put a note, variable, and that is based on if I actually have any remaining from when I do my monthly budgets. Okay, taxes, $240, and I'm actually turning this so I can write a little bit straighter. Trash, $324. Vacation, eventually we'll be able to travel again, and I would like to visit my sister, who is in another country currently, and it is a country that I would really like to go and visit. Okay, vet, 1,500, and Vicky is 132 for a grand total of 8,148. Okay, so we have done the sinking funds. So on the back side, I'm going to do my emergency fund. And this is the fund that in case I lose my job, how am I going to pay my bills? And I would like to have a fully funded, although looking at this, it's like, I don't know if it will happen, when it will happen, but this gives me a better idea on my spending. So emergency fund is, if I lose my job, how am I going to pay for my electricity, my rent, so that's how I base how I figured out how much everything cost. And I basically took out all of the miscellaneous things, the memberships, some of the sinking funds, the gym membership, I'm trying to think. So this is just the basic bills to get me by for the couple months. What I have, my basic monthly expenses, I'm going to add it down here, are $3,205.82. So that's groceries, getting gas for the car, electric, natural gas, water, internet. My current emergency fund has $4,670.81. And let's see. So basic monthly expenses, take that times 3, 9, 6, 1, 7, 46. And 6 months, it is $19,234.92. And for 1 year, it is $38,469.84. So basically, my basic monthly expenses, $3,205.82. Times that by 3, it would be $9,617.46 that I would need to have saved up to be able to live with basic expenses paid and everything. I currently have $4,670.81. So remaining to save for all 3 of these are, let's see, 3 months is $4,665. For 6 months, it is, I have to save $14,564.11. And for 1 year, this is a shocking number that I'm just, when I wrote it down the first time, I was like, what? Okay, so this tells me for 3 months, I need to save up $4,946.65 to be able to get to living with just the 3 months expenses. I would like to have 6 months worth of expenses. So I would probably bump that up to $20,000. But this gives me a goal on where I am at on this. And every single month currently I have $100 that's automatically taken out of my checking account, put into the emergency fund. So that this tells me $100 isn't going to get me very far. So I need to start bumping up how much I'm saving towards my emergency fund. But first I need to pay off my debt. So just having the $100 right now, it's a little baby step in there until I get the car and the credit cards paid off. So that's a whole nother, debts are a whole nother explanation on what's going on with those, because I'm trying to get the cards paid off, but I am putting Christmas presents and all that type of stuff on there for now. But this is my emergency fund. I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I'm going to put the totals. I don't know what I'm going to do with this though yet. So budgets are an ever working system. So however you set it up the first time may not be how it ends up being, but this is how it's going to be for now. But this gives me down here, this gives me a running total of, okay, to get the 3 months, I still need to save $4,946. So I have a target in my head now. Next, we are moving into medical expenses. For this year, I think I am going to just put put notes over here saying eye doctor, dentist, things like that, because I really do not have a lot of medical expenses. It's just the main one is the dentist, and that I do every two times a year. Okay, now the nitty gritty, interesting how I figure out summer bills. So when I was living paycheck to paycheck, I had the issue where all of a sudden I was hit with $150, $200 electric bill during the summer, and I did not have any money saved up, and I have it budgeted to where it's like I can't have it go over $100, and how am I going to buy groceries and gas to go to work and all of this type of stuff. So I started this a long time ago, where it's kind of like the monthly plan with some of the companies, where they basically say you're going to pay this amount for the year, and then the next year they'll look at what you paid for that year, the previous year, and kind of fluctuate how much you're using and things like that. I do that on my own because I would rather have control over that instead of them. In some instances where you have a set monthly bill where it's the same amount every single time with the company, you may actually not be using the amount of energy that you were using for that whole year. So like in this case, I'm using a lot more energy because I am working from home. So I'm logged into a computer with lights on, and I'm running the AC and all of this type of stuff. So I'm here every day doing that stuff. But previously, last year, I was going into the office. So throughout the day, I didn't have extra electricity running through my house. So my bills were a lot cheaper last year than they were this year. So things like that. I like to keep control over my electric, natural gas. They vary. I'm okay with that, but I'm prepared for them to vary because I've set up this system. These are 2020 bills. So I'm going to do electric, 2 columns, electric, natural gas, and water. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for each month. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July through December. And I'm actually putting the amount that I paid every single month. So total for the year, I spent $1,578.81 for electricity. Now I'm dividing that by 12 for the months, and I get 131.57. So to be on the safe side, I am just going to go ahead and say my budgeted amount for 2021 will need to be 135 every single month. So that's kind of how I figure it out. I could round up to 132, but I like to have a little play in it because, you know, price of energy goes up and down. It fluctuates. It does all this stuff. And once I'm able to go back and work back at the office, this could actually lower for next year once I'm able to go back to the office when I'm not here all the time working on computers and everything. So natural gas, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so total for 2020 on natural gas, I paid $262.83. Same thing, divide, sorry, Korean is coming out, divide by 12, and that is $21.90 for each month. So I'm rounding up again to 25. Water, same thing, write down every single bill. Okay, total for the year that I spent on water, $1,534.22. Divide by 12. That is $127.85. So for 2021, I need to budget $130. So this allows me, when I am doing my monthly budgets in my planner, and I'll pull the planner out to December and show you what I'm talking about. So in here, I have electric, natural gas, and water, and I have 110, 35, and electric 75. So let's look at this. Electric, I had said $200 previously, 135. Okay, it went down a little bit. I think I did 200 because the bills the previous month had been $200 thereabout. Natural gas was $35, so I'm going back down to $25. Not bad. Okay, water was 110, so I used more water, which I can understand that. Working from home, I'm using the bathroom. And I'm washing my hands more often, and which really is surprising. It's only a $20 increase with the amount. Kind of shocking. Anyways, so that's where I figure that out, and I try not to every single month change this. For 2021, I just try to say 135 unless I see something going on and then I have to change that. So, okay, now what I do when it comes to the sinking fund for summer bills. In December, my electric bill was $77.03, natural gas $23.83 and $149. I'm pulling out a calculator. I take those three, basically. So electric was 75. I budgeted 75 for December. Natural gas was 35, and water was 110. That's a total of 220 just for those three bills. Okay, now what did I actually spend? $77.03 plus $23.83 plus $149.41. So I am paying $250.27 for those 3 bills. That is more than the $220 budgeted amount. So I would, for December, I will not be putting anything into my summer bills sinking fund. Now say I actually put this as $200 instead of $75. So let's, November's bills, 200 plus 35, 110, 345. So 7703 plus 2383 plus 149.41. I will take that 250.27 and subtract it from 345. So 345 minus 250.27, you get $94.73. If this were a budget where I had budgeted $200 for electric and I got a $77 electric bill, and I added in the natural gas and the water and all of that stuff, and I had $94 remaining from the budgeted amount, I would put that $94 into my summer bills sinking fund, waiting until the summertime when my summer bills all of a sudden went more than the $345. And if the total electric, natural gas, water went over $345 for July, I would pull from the sinking fund for the summer bills, and I would not be as shocked with the $300 sinking or $300 electric bill. The sinking funds are a rainy day fund type thing. Anyways, that is how I'm setting up the 2021 budget for now, and I'm going to go ahead and add it in here. So when I go to do my January budget, I can come over here and say, oh, electric, it needs to be $135 budgeted. Natural gas, $25 budgeted. Water, $130 budgeted. And then we'll see what the actual bills will be in January. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and I will check back with you guys next time. Bye, everybody.